Hey, what's up guys, it's Marv and welcome back to another Asphalt 9 news video. Today we will be covering the dev chat that just went on covering the Clash and the New Breed Rivals season. Now there was also a lot of news for the upcoming updates and the next year for Asphalt 9, so let's get into it. Firstly, I'll go over some of the major changes to the Clash. Included with the Raging Bull update, there have been a lot of minor changes. I won't go over every single one of them, but here are some of the biggest changes to the Clash. So the first major change to the Clash is that there is now a 6-day warm-up period. So the time between the different clashes is now a lot longer, and for the defense and attack phases, those phases are now going to be 4 days instead of 2 days. This is a great change because previously I felt like 2 days wasn't enough to really strategize and then also play, especially if you were busy and going on with different events in Asphalt 9, so these 4-day phases and 6-day warm-up periods is really nice to see. Players who join during the warm-up phase can now participate in the Clash, which is nice to see because previously if you joined during the warm-up phase you weren't allowed to participate in the Clash, but now if you join during the warm-up phase you can now participate with your club. In regards to the actual scoring system for attack races, you will need to hit the same criteria as the defenders did in order to get the bonus points. So for example, just instead of beating the time of your opponent, you also have to hit the other criteria to get the full amount of points. So for example, you must have a 6-star car or it must be from Class C. Those different things that you had to do on defense, you now also have to do on attack in order to get all of the points. There is also going to be some new icons to help show which neighborhoods you are attacking or defending. Previously, you'd have to click on each different one to see which ones you were actually participating in, so now that's just nice. And also there are going to be a lot of bug fixes and UI tweaks to help make the Clash a better experience. So those are some of the items coming within the next update for the Clash, but in terms of long-term additions to the Clash, there will be an Ask for Help button, practice leaderboards for defense races, a better status screen, and there will now be, or I guess in the long term, they're planning to add a log of the previous clashes for your club so you can see its history. And over time, the streets and car requirements as well as the filters will change from Clash to Clash, as well as the map shape and general scoring methods. So overall, it's nice to see the Clash get a lot of different changes and that they're committing to this very long term, so that's awesome to see. The Clash has been something that a lot of people have been asking for. I'm hoping in the long term they plan on adding live battles because I think that is ultimately what a lot of people wanted, but for now the additions to the Clash are very awesome. So let's talk about general news. So they did do a lot of information just regarding the Raging Bull update. Now if you haven't seen my patch notes video or you didn't read the patch notes, I recommend you do so because a lot of the dev chat was just talking about information that is already in the patch notes. So I'm not going to cover that, but I will cover all of the different things that they talked about regarding future updates. So firstly, unlocking customization items for tokens might be added in the future, but not this year. And something that's always been annoying is how special events and daily events share the same tickets, those 10 tickets that you have for both time-limited daily events as well as the special events. And that can be pretty annoying because you have to just watch a bunch of ads to get tickets and you have to split your time between those different events. While this isn't something that they are planning directly to do, Gameloft is looking to do something in an upcoming update that will be a big improvement in terms of daily events. So this is in regards to those ticket details in terms of quality of life. They haven't revealed any details yet, but there will be more in the future. Now, in regards to this sort of thing, I want to talk about Need for Speed No Limits because they have separate tickets for special events compared to just general fuel and also other tickets for other events. And this is something that would be really awesome in Asphalt 9, especially because it's very easy to get overwhelmed and get very busy with all of the different events going on in this game. So hopefully whatever they do in the future helps us play all those different events at the same time. Next up, there was some clarification for the Starway event. So each car's Starway event has its own set of cars and they will stay the same each time the event rolls around for that specific car. So for example, each time the Onyx Starway appears, it will have the same set of required cars for the Onyx Starway. And just as a refresher, there is now a Starway event for the Lamborghini Huracan, the Peugeot Onyx, and the McLaren Speedtail. And for these cars, at least for the Onyx and the Speedtail, you will get them at 4 stars. That is the maximum you will be able to use for this event. And some pretty big news, but they didn't actually say anything about this. They said for the next dev chat, there could be some news regarding a whole new currency. So again, no details about that, but another currency would be kind of annoying, but we'll just have to wait and see. We also have a bit of news regarding tracks, and while they have been delayed because of the situation going on right now in Ukraine, we do have confirmation that we will be getting at least one new track this year, which is nice to see. Something that a lot of people, including myself, have wanted back in the game for a long time is the dark theme garage, and while that isn't coming anytime soon directly, they did say that there is a visual feature being worked on that is related to the dark theme garage, so I don't know exactly what this entails, but hopefully it will be kind of neat. Now for the New Breed Rivals seasons, we had a new Multiplayer 2 event every single day instead of what normally would be, I guess, every week or so. Now for the next update, Multiplayer 2 is going back to the traditional format, and they are also going to look for feedback for the daily Multiplayer 2s to see if that will come back or not. Personally, I kind of liked it because there were events every single day, something new to do, but also because every single Multiplayer 2 was only a day, they had to make the series score rewards pretty easy to get, so you could get 2 or 3 blueprints for the new cars every single day, which made progression for unlocking those cars pretty easy to sort of map out and also just very rewarding. So I kind of liked Multiplayer 2 happening every day, but I can see how it got annoying, especially for people who missed a couple days, and I did definitely miss a couple days, so we'll just have to wait and see what they decide on for Multiplayer 2, but for now it is going back to the traditional format. And something regarding the cars in the Raging Bull season, for the Lamborghini Diablo, I don't believe there was any specific details regarding how you will unlock it, but the dev chat did confirm that it will be unlockable through packs and offers. Now again, we don't know if there's an event coming along for that car or if it will be included in any other event, but you will be able to get blueprints through traditional packs as well as offers. And something that a lot of people noticed was the Sesto Elemento's top speed was a bit weird, and while I haven't done any research specifically on it, I can tell you that Gameloft is using the top speed that was given to them by the licensor itself. So I know that this might be disappointing, I guess, if people thought the Sesto Elemento could go a bit faster. I saw that on some website it was reporting that the Sesto Elemento could go like 20 or so more miles an hour than what it is reported in the game, but Lamborghini actually on their website detailed that it just was like 300 kilometers or above. So I guess Gameloft is just using whatever Lamborghini gave them, and that's probably fine, especially because this car is going to be more focused on acceleration, handling, and probably nitro as well. And finally, and certainly not least, there is finally a free drive mode being worked on in terms of the long-term list. So this is of course something that has always been a part of the Asphalt franchise, and a lot of people, including myself, have been asking for this to be added to Asphalt 9, and while obviously it's not coming anytime soon because they said it's on the long-term list, it is definitely nice that it's being worked on finally. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this news video. Let me know your thoughts on this dev chat in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys later.